Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, I'm going to be covering episode 11 of Rising of the Shield Hero. All in all, decent episode. A lot of backstory. You had the redemption of Itsuki, and they did it a little different this time, and it was kind of interesting because instead of having the fight and then just kind of him moving past it, because we find out that his curse is pride. That's what his curse is. You had kind of a backstory, and then with everything that happened with his fight with Risha, he just kind of came to the realization that he was basically being prideful and that he was wrong. And it was interesting. I don't know if I was a huge fan of it, to be completely honest, but I just wasn't my favorite. I also didn't. They basically plot armored Risha into like what weapon she had. That was really weird. I hope they explain that later. I'm curious if the light novel explained it, because it made absolutely no sense. Just to kind of talk about the episode as a whole. So you get Itsuki. He comes in. He's like, "Oh yeah, you, Risha, you're here. You're kind of nothing." Then he sees Naofumi. Basically, comes into this long spiel about how terrible of a person he is, and how awesome and justice and all this other bullshit that he talks about. Um, just kind of trying to be like, my way is the right way and it's the only way. Just whatever he believed. Basically, an entitled child is the easiest way to put it. And so then he attacks Naofumi, doesn't work. Risha and Itsuki have their fights. The um, curse weapon attachment thing basically grows. He gets some more abilities. They have more of a fight. Risha keeps fighting. Eventually, the actual curse starts taking over. You have it ends up breaking Risha's sword, and so now Fumi gives her a sword, and she's like, "Nope, through my own justice, I am going to defeat him with this broken sword." And you're just like, sure. Okay. I thought maybe she would use some of her like some punches or something, kind of like what the master taught her. Her sword moves were really cool. The effects that happened were really cool to see. I just wish we got to see more of it. But anyway, then towards like the so after her sword breaks, she basically keeps her resolve, and the bow like rejects Itsuki and brings some key to like a key weapon to Risha, and then she has like a boomerang and a dagger, and like it was just really weird. Like I said, I hope they explain it. You have now for me that's like I asked the queen, she had no idea what was going on. She's never heard of anything. So it's just it made no sense. That's all I can say. It was cool to see. It just made absolutely no sense. Um, but now Itsuki is basically in his redemption. He has very little basically will to go, but he has Risha, so that's okay. You have the sword hero who's got his companion, which, if you remember, is the like sword master from the nation. So now they each have somebody. Obviously, Naofumi has somebody, and it's building towards well the end of the season, which is next week. I'm curious how it's going to be. I think the Phoenix might show up in this episode and just kind of be a oh man, just so like a cliffhanger. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. A cliffhanger for season 4, because it's yeah, we're getting our redemptions. Everybody's gotten their redemption at this point, so I'm curious what the next episode's going to be, because next episode is the season finale, and all in all, the season's been pretty good so far. Definitely better than season two, but not nearly as good as season one. But that's okay. It's been a fun journey so far. And that's all I got for this episode. Please make sure to check out the anime show on Facebook and Instagram. Also, please subscribe to us, drop a like, leave a comment, let us know what you think of season 3 of Rising of the Shield Hero. Have a good one.